Alright, here we are then for episode 2 of Life is Strange Before the Storm as Project PC continues. We're gonna have to restart because starting recording, the actual recording actually crashed about a couple of minutes in. So we're going to have to restart. We'll lose all progress on this episode and later ones. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully all our first ones should carry over. If they don't, then I've screwed up. But as far as I'm concerned, that should be fine.
On Life is Strange
but first,
we
have to watch what we just finished playing.
I can't believe Firewalk is playing a show at the old mill.
Okay, that looks like we're good.
Some manners.
Hey!
Yeah, the recording just randomly crashed, or the game crashed. I'm not sure, everything just froze up. And I was like, oh shit. But we only got about a minute in, so...
I see you slipping.
Hopefully, you know, good thing it wasn't like 3 hours in and we crashed, otherwise I would have been really annoyed.
Hello, Black Hell.
It's because I had to kind of reinstall the game and build it up just to see if it worked, and obviously that left my software sitting there, and sometimes you have to kind of wake it up.
Chloe, if one day...
But yeah, it seems good now, so...
Let me know if you need an accomplice.
Damn, they are really going at it.
You remember that guy that we saw under this tree?
So there's a couple of things you're noticing here. Number one is the t-shirt. Basically, they didn't... When they recorded these previously scenes, they obviously did it in like one of the default outfits that are in the game. And number two, they're actually only showing the pertinent points, nothing to do with the choices you made. That's pretty common in almost all like storytelling games of this genre. You know, they don't actually feature the choices you made in the game. The Walking Dead might, but I don't think Life is Strange actually did it all, and that counts for the first game as well. But yeah, we all seem good now.
Miss Price, how good of you to join us.
I'm so sorry we're late. My shift ran late at the diner and then... just... sorry.
Let us proceed. One of you here is new to the Blackwell disciplinary process. And the other is all too familiar with it.
Huh.
Blackwell's code of conduct is built upon a foundation of mutual respect meant to foster an environment conducive to education and enrichment. When that respect...
No idea what he meant.
Reality check time.
None.
Yesterday did actually happen. I ditched school with Rachel Amber, and then Rachel really did start that fire. And that was after we actually agreed to run away from here. Right?
And it was all
Are you
completely
paying
random.
attention to me, Chloe?
What?
More or less.
Miss Price, the last time we met, an agreement was brokered. Do you recall what that was?
No. Well, I don't. Oops. Wrong button.
Don't get in trouble again?
Trouble is merely the byproduct, Miss Price. What's at issue is your attitude.
Hey, at least
We
you was honest
agreed
about it.
that you would rededicate yourself to becoming an exemplary Blackwell citizen.
Citizen? Speaking like it's a country or something.
In the event that you were unable or unwilling to do so, we also agreed that it would become pertinent to reassess your future status at the Academy. Despite all this, you engaged in the following actions yesterday. Insubordinate language.
And when was that?
Witnesses saying you were involved in bullying Nathan Prescott.
The hell I was. I stood up for that little weirdo.
I suppose that's one interpretation of events.
Say what you will about my daughter, but she is not a bully.
No.
Maybe you should be talking to Drew instead of me. You know, the guy who actually did what you're accusing me of.
Mr. North's situation requires sensitivity.
Oh,
We handle it
sure.
separately.
And
Yeah.
Chloe's situation is less sensitive?
Yeah.
I do not discuss other students' situations. We are here to discuss your daughter
bullshit.
and her actions.
Convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, that is incredibly convenient. And you will notice something about Principal Wells, even from this and from the first game, that he kind of plays favorites To be honest, I mean, this whole thing with Nathan, of course he's going to believe the interpretation of events that aren't anything but Nathan or Victoria's, because you know either him or Victoria told Wells about it, and Wells is obviously going to believe that because, as we found out in the previous episode, the Prescotts have now injected their own money into the academy, and, you know, Sean Prescott is like that. So obviously, to save his ass, Principal Wells is going to take pretty much anything negative from Nathan at this point and pretty much throw it out. And you will notice that from the first game. But not only that, he obviously has quite had a vendetta against Chloe. Now, obviously, to be fair to him, he is, you know, Chloe is constantly getting in trouble and shit. But there's one thing that Joyce mentions a little bit later on that actually might make sense of why it seems like it's just Chloe that he's really against at this point. There is the one half of it is that he's doing his job, but there is another reason that might actually explain a little bit more why I think he more has a vendetta against her more than anything else. So let's get to that.
Mom, you know this is all bullshit, right?
I'm beginning to suspect that myself.
Yeah.
I am sorry you feel that way, but your daughter's misbehavior is real and serious. And yet, even with your prodigious disciplinary record, Miss Price, we needn't discuss any of it.
We needn't?
No, because you severed your relationship with Blackwell the minute you left school grounds without permission.
See, yeah. That,
What does
like
that
I
mean?
said, that
It
does make
means-
sense.
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe. I have no choice
I
but
made
to...
her do it.
What? What?
What?
What?
Yesterday was all me. My idea. I was having a bad day. I needed to blow off some steam, and I took it too far. Chloe tried to talk me out of it. I've been down that road, she told me. You're better than this. But I wouldn't listen. See, Chloe was afraid I'd get in trouble or hurt, so she came with me. But only to keep me safe.
Chloe, don't. She's
I'm
giving
just
you a way
sorry
out.
You got caught up in it, Chloe. That you allowed me to drag you down to my level. Can you forgive me?
You totally know she's acting here. That's one of Rachel's talents. She's very good at acting.
Yeah.
Bless her,
sure.
though. She's trying to take the heat off Chloe.
cool.
She's, you know,
Thank you.
I like that.
I'll make it up to you. I promise.
But it
Chloe,
kind of
is this
really
true?
doesn't true.
It's true.
Totally not true. She really is an amazing actress.
Yeah.
Miss Price?
I mean, I was going to roll with it at first because Rachel would probably tell me, look, I'm trying to kind of take the heat for you here, so...
Fine, yes. It was her idea, but it's not like she kidnapped me. We were in it together.
It's almost like Chloe wants
Miss
to
Amber,
get, like, either
based on
expelled
what
or
you've just told
suspended.
me, I have grounds to punish you. Are you sure what you've told me is the truth?
Yes.
This can't be the full story, Rachel.
Even though he don't believe Chloe at all.
Just to be clear, Miss Amber, you're sure Chloe Price didn't coerce you?
There you
or-
go.
Worse?
There you go. See?
I'm
A
just trying
clear
to get to the
vendetta.
bottom of why someone like Rachel...
Oh, I think we're clear, Principal Wells. Someone
Yeah,
like Rachel,
clear
but not
vendetta.
my daughter.
Yeah. He's looking for every
Excuse
possible
me?
way to punish Chloe and
you have
kind
a
of
list
take
of
the heat away
students
from
you assume the
Rachel?
worst
He'll
about?
punish Rachel, but he still wants to punish Chloe in the worst way. This is what Principal Wells does. Anyone that isn't Nathan Prescott or Victoria Chase, he literally throws everyone else to the curb. He did this with Kate Marsh, a character in the first game, and that's why I'm so against his ass, because he treated Kate like shit. The whole school did. And you'll see that in the first episode. Like the first game, you'll see it. But anyone, like I'm saying, anyone that isn't Nathan Prescott or Victoria, he's going to immediately believe, like, these people here did something wrong, and Victoria and Nathan are going to get away with it. You will notice that Nathan gets away with a lot, especially in the first game. Especially in the first game. It's not so clear here, because the Prescotts have just started putting money into the school and everything. It was very recent. But in the first game, you notice that Nathan gets away with a hell of a lot that he shouldn't. But as I was saying there, he's trying, he's literally pushing that Chloe, like, because he wants to punish Chloe. He wants to probably expel her because there is a thing why he would. Because let's be honest, Principal Wells is showing that he's doing his job, but there's a more reason behind it that's for him personally. It's more for his look and his his status in the school rather than anything, you know, following code of conduct or whatever. He's got a more personal motive for himself. I think it was this one I picked.
You have no right to treat Chloe this way. This is because she's on financial aid, isn't it?
And it's exactly what it is. Because
Let's all just calm
because
down.
she's probably draining their resources.
She's been through in the last 2 years. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Damn right.
Miss Price.
But yeah, that's
Mrs.
probably what it is
Price.
more than anything.
Mrs. Price, I appreciate your position, but I assure you, it is only your daughter's past behavior that has led us here today.
Sure it is.
I understand, Mr. Wells. There is no doubt that Chloe's behavior must improve. But given what we've just learned about the negative influence she was under,
Not a negative
I hope
influence.
you'll allow her just one more chance.
Miss Amber, I am as surprised as I am disappointed in you.
I understand.
This being your first infraction in no way reduces its severity. Still, we will not be suspending you at this time.
Convenient.
But you have squandered our trust. You will no longer be my administrative assistant first period. And you will no longer be involved in Blackwell's performance of The Tempest.
I mean, that is kind of harsh, but
No.
I guess the punishment does fit the crime in a way. But look what he says afterwards.
What? Are you insane?
Your discipline is still pending, Miss Price.
Ray, she loves that show. Since this is her first infraction, don't
Mr.
you
Amber,
think,
I don't tell you how to run the district attorney's office. Please don't tell me how to run my school.
But I bet you voted for him to run the district attorney's office. And well, mind you, I
There's a
don't know if they
reason
have
we have
votes.
understudies for all circumstances, accidental and deliberate. I'm sure your understudy.
Victoria Chase.
Convenient.
Yes, I'm sure Victoria Chase will do fine.
Totally convenient.
That is
What
such...
was that, Miss Price?
Chloe is upset for her friend, but we are both grateful that she is not going to be unduly blamed for what happened.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
There you
Chloe's
go.
future at Blackwell will be discussed next. Unless you had something to add first, Miss Price.
So, yeah. Literally, he's trying to... You know, he's trying to punish Chloe. He's literally just like, you know, he's taking off Rachel, but he's still... The thing is, he's doing his job, but then he's got a more personal motive. Like I said, I think it's because Chloe is on a drain on resources that he's kind of actively seeking her out for any small thing that she did and looking to punish her for it. This is Principal Wells in a nutshell, and maybe I'm going a bit overboard with it. Maybe that's not the case, but I'm going to tell you something. My opinion of Principal Wells has never been high because of how he treated Kate in the first game. Well, I don't think it's how he treated Kate specifically, but I think it's how he just didn't give a shit. You know, she was clearly under all sorts of stress in the game and what was happening, and he's the principal, and he doesn't do shit. You know, he does not do shit. But if it's someone like Chloe who, you know, is a drain on their resources or whatever, their precious money, which is probably why he had some say in what the Prescott's giving them it. You know, because the Prescott's giving him so much money, but since Chloe is still a drain on the resources, he's like, oh, I'm going to look for every single thing to kick her out. Because Principal Wells is, in all honesty, he's a douchebag. He's an absolute douchebag. And like I said, I wouldn't be this harsh, and I'm probably being a bit too harsh on him, but at the end of the day, like I said, you know, Wells, my opinion of him was never really that high, considering what he did in the Kate situation. So,
No way is
yeah.
Rachel missing the play for me. But thanks to her acting skills, I'll have to go down in flames if I want to fix this.
Yeah. I personally think Chloe would. I think that's why I picked this, because I believe Chloe would do that. Are we clicking? We pressing? I know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do, game.
Get your head
There
out
we
of your
go.
ass, Wells. Chloe, you seriously think yesterday was Little Miss Sunshine's idea?
Miss Amber has accepted her responsibility.
Don't you have the slightest idea how this works? You don't wake up one morning and decide to be an outlaw. You need priors. You need training.
Rachel confessed. Are you calling her a liar?
Wells, you should
You
confess to falling for her crap.
crap.
I don't blame you, though. She's one hell of an actress.
You don't have to do this. It's okay. Really.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm not one of your sycophants. I'm a lone wolf, and you're Little Red Riding Hood. Welcome to grandmother's house, bitch.
That's a bit
Chloe, this
harsh.
can't be you. Apologize.
She's taking the heat for you and you're doing that.
Fine. Mr. Wells, I'm sorry for exposing the flaws in your campus security. This must be very embarrassing for you.
I personally love taking dicks
I've
at Wells
heard
like that
enough.
because he's such an ass.
Rachel, you were clearly trying to cover for your classmate.
Oh, now he
I
realizes
appreciate
that.
the motive, but I appreciate honesty more. Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes, he didn't
Sir.
realize that to begin with.
You will not be removed from the plan.
I'm surprised he wasn't so easily turned, you know.
Was that so hard?
Thank you.
And Miss Price, I came into today's meeting planning to suspend you for the rest of the school year, with a chance for reinstatement in the fall.
And now?
You are expelled.
Huh. Convenient.
What? No.
I will have Skip Matthews escort you to clean out your locker.
He's got
You
no
may wait outside my
grounds to
office until he arrives.
exclude her or expel her if his plan was to
That
suspend
is all.
her.
Good day, Mrs. Price, Mr. and Mrs. Amber.
Ray.
So
Come on,
why
Chloe.
why did he change tack so easily? Because of Chloe's reaction? Because it's not like Chloe forced Rachel to do that. You know?
I'm sorry.
I don't get
Nothing
it.
to be sorry about. Meet me at the junkyard later? You bet.
So basically because she said that, you know, she
I didn't
acted
get
on
the
her
chance
own.
to introduce myself.
He changed
I'm
tack.
Joyce.
Mrs. Price.
But
I'm
that's
Joyce.
what I'm
This
saying.
is
You know,
James.
he
I'm
had
sorry
every
you had to be
intention
like
of
this.
suspending her,
No,
but then
I'm
decided to
sorry.
expel her
I'm
for
sure
some
you
reason.
This is an unusual circumstance.
But, you know, that's not a drain on their precious money anymore, because
We
she
really should
probably
be
was on financial aid
Nice to
because
meet
the
you.
price is never really made of money, you know?
Mom,
I'll see you in the parking lot.
It's not like it matters.
Hey, Chloe. I'm supposed to walk you out.
Just you and me. Hey, Skip.
Fuck 'em. Bunch of fascists.
I love Skip for that line. It's not something Skip
Hey,
should say when you're employed by those
just wanted to
bunch of
say-
fascists, but
It sucks what is happening to
I
you.
do
Thanks,
like that.
You're gonna be missed.
I do like
I don't
that
really
Skip
care
was like,
about any of
fuck
that
it,
shit.
you know, because
Except my secret stash. Might as well grab my emergency joint while I'm here.
alright, I'm probably gonna do it. Yeah, I'm probably. I don't think that. I just had a Discord message. I don't think it came up. No, it didn't. Okay. Let's have a look at that then. This is the
Dad
bongo
got
cat.
Bongo from the rescue shelter. Then he got run over by a car. Moral of the story, no one's ever really rescued.
Well, not really. I was trying to see if the Discord messages were coming through my computer. I don't think they were. If they were, I apologize. I didn't notice it, but I forgot to put myself as kind of busy on my Discord. So I'm just going to do that just in case. Just give me a sec. Okay, we're back.
Love how every time someone tells me how much potential I have, it's right before saying how I'm wasting it all.
What is this? Chloe Price, Chem Lab 1/17 write-up, an F in chemistry. The fuck? I need to start seeing more effort from you if you're going to fail my class. The quality of your work lately simply doesn't speak to the amount of potential I see in you. I know you're better than this. I guess Chloe here just didn't give a shit, because Chloe is a bit of a science buff, so I'm assuming she just didn't give a shit that day.
Trusty keeper of my graffiti pens. You've served me well.
You don't really get to do anything with that. But yeah, like I said, isn't it just convenient that he had every intention of just suspending her and then expelled her on a whim just because she stood up to him and said Rachel was, stopping Rachel from taking the heat. So he was doing that and now she's expelled. Isn't that just convenient? Like I said.
I had big plans for adding to this collage. Oh well. Wonder who will grace this space after me.
I would love to think it's Max, but I don't think it is. It could be. I'm just trying to think. 10 almost. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I think Max is in close proximity of this. I think this might have been Justin's.
Having Justin as my locker neighbor was one of the few not shitty things about this place.
I actually forgot, in the first episode, I completely forgot to talk to Justin. He's actually in this, but I completely forgot to do it. It's not really a critical choice in the game, it's just more of a reintroduction of a previous character, but...
If Chloe leaves Blackwell at 11 a.m., going 100 miles per hour, how long will it take her to get as far away as fucking possible? I should write a poem to mark the occasion. Something with imagery. Absolutely, positively the best concert of 2008. Too bad it's time to go.
I wonder if that's the concert that her and Max went to, if it's the best concert of 2008. It might be, I'm trying to think back to Farewell. I'm sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the unsupervised concert they went to together. That's the only way she would call it the best concert of 2008.
What I actually came here for.
Even though Skip is right there watching.
Jackpot. Wait. What the hell? Damn it, Justin.
Of course. Hey, had to borrow your stash, desperate times, I promise I'll get you back next time. You could totally bust Justin for that, but then you'd probably get more busted because it was your drugs in the first place.
Fuck every inch of this place. I wish I could tag it from floor to ceiling. But with Skip watching me...
Bathroom. Then I'm out. Cool?
Okay, but try to make it fast, will you?
What are you worried about? Mind you, thinking about it, it would probably be a situation of you're defending Chloe, you're out. Yeah, but Wells is just a dick. He's just an absolute fucking douchebag. The way he treated, the whole Kate thing, where he just didn't give a fucking shit, he should be fired for that shit. Really. literally everything is just vendetta against Chloe. In some way, I guess. You know, he is kind of doing his job. Oh, look at that. There will be consequences. Okay, she wrote Mom, but nice reference to the original game, Deck Knight. The original game, the first game, I should say. I don't know why I said the original game for. But yeah, nice reference there, Deck Knight. With the fire bell and writing there will be consequences above it. Yeah, nice reference. I saw that shit, you know what I mean? Literally, she out-referenced the whole bathroom. And of course, you probably could guess that she totally went to Buster. Not that it matters, because she's expelled anyway. It'd probably be a bill through the Price's door.
Later, Skip.
Later.
Looks like David's here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Nothing to do with him, but of course he's gonna get involved because that's what David does. But yeah, it's like, it's totally convenient that the only, you know, because it is a bit weird because, you know, if he had plans to suspend her originally, that means he was going to kind of semi-accept
Max would have loved this shit.
what she'd done before, but just because she stands up to Wells saying Rachel had nothing to do with it, or very little to do with it, now she's expelled. It's like, yeah, you totally wanted to do that anyway, but to look like you're doing your job, you were going to do the suspending thing in the first place. Generous grant from the Prescott Foundation, Blackwell will be offering several new courses next fall designed to nurture the artistic gifts of its students. Visual concepts, intro into composition, intro to ceramics, or ceramics? I'm sorry. Intermediate Photoshop, intro into character modeling, animation, photography, independent study by innovation only. That's what the star means. Special thanks to Caroline Prescott, and that just proves what I said, because the Prescotts are now throwing in money, but, you know, that Sean Prescott probably went and said, oh, we'll give you this, but make sure my son Nathan gets into no trouble, and if he does, you just don't mention it, like, at all.
3 guesses whose bike this is, and they all start with Miss Grant.
Huh.
Damn.
Darwin is my
I guess I will
homeboy.
miss one thing about this place.
Don't use me in teacher voice. There's actually a graffiti thing here. Drug-free zone zone.
Drugs are free here. Man, why didn't anyone tell me before?
Even though you've done no drugs with Chloe at all yet.
Blackwell's criminal element strikes again. Better go before Wells pins it on me.
I know, right?
I guess these stage lights are for the Tempest. What could the Tempest use more of? All that's left is to get arrested.
I know, right? Oh, convenient. That's a reference to the first game. Actually,
Another letter to Max. That I'll never send. At least Journal Max won't abandon me the way real Max did.
are you still rolling with that Che? Shit. But yeah, she she is understandably like about that, but the fact she's calling it General Max really says a lot. It really, really does. It really does say a lot, you know. She still wants Max around, so she makes a journal version to kind of make her semi there.